DG up the game, I bet they know our names. DG up the game, I bet they say our names. DG up the game, I bet they know our names. DG up the game, I bet they say our names. Florida boy, Keon.
Florida boy, wrong me.
Mike, Michaela, Mama, D. DG up the game, I bet they know our name.
Forever we be DGL. Forever we be DGL. Forever we be DGL. Forever we be DGL.
What's up, DG?
Gang.
What's up, DGF?
Go ahead, you got it.
What's up, DGF gang? Mama D, Mama D, Mama D in the house.
Y'all already know what Poppy at, man. I'm always in the cut, man. But I'm
Well,
here.
it don't look like you in the cut. It look like you right here next to
Right
me.
here, in the cut. What's up, though? What's going on? How y'all doing this wonderful afternoon, man? You know what I'm saying? You know, I just came in from work, man. You know what I'm saying? Another beautiful day on the job, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, I move with the weather, man. The weather move, I move. You know what I'm saying? When the weather change, I change. But at the
What
same
that
time,
mean?
I'm always the same person, man.
But you just said when the weather change, you change.
Yeah, but I'm always the same person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You feel me?
Keon, you followed that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You followed that one.
Other than
Okay.
that, man, you know, like I say always, man, I'm a humble person, man. You know, I like to always keep peace, you know what I'm saying?
Very humble.
And at the end of the day, man, I'd rather lead, man, than follow, man. So I
That's
hope
right.
there's a lot of people out there, that, man, that love to lead, man, instead of follow. Because, you know what I'm saying, when you follow, man, you get caught up in things that you should not get caught up in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But when you lead, and you lead in the way to the point where you're trying to help, you know what I'm saying, elevate, you know what I'm saying, not only yourself, but others. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
I love that. I love that. But as y'all can see by the title of the video, we decided to, everybody been asking, we had decided, we was like, dang, what channel should we do it on? Papa E and Mama D channel or DGL channel? But due to the fact we have built a strong relationship with y'all, we feel like we just made a decision to do it on DGL. Everybody been asking, and of course, you know, I let him make that decision, you know, because nobody can tell their story better than the person whose story it is. So I decided to I didn't decide. He decided I wanted, you know, I asked him, and, you know, basically it was on his time and not our time. And, you know, hey, and he came to us today and said, you know what, let me do that video today. So I was like, you sure? He said, okay.
You know, for the fans, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, at the end of the day, I'm new to this channel, man, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a consistent person, man, when it comes to certain things. So, like I always tell y'all, stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of interesting things, you know what I'm saying, that's going to take place, you know what I'm saying, with me being here, you know what I'm saying? And me just, you know, moving forward, you know what I'm saying, with the family, you know what I'm saying, and the DGF brand.
Correct.
So, I took it upon myself, you know what I'm saying, just reading a lot of the comments, man, and seeing that people really want to know what my story is and what happened and what took place with me catching, you know what I'm saying, the 30-year sentence that I caught. You know what I mean?
Actually, babe, it was 20, you know, they only know
30
25,
years, but I only did 25 with good behavior, you know what I'm saying? I earned my 5 years of game time, you know, that's what brought me home earlier.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So my question is, was it hard, because you say you caught a 30-year bid, was it hard to not get in trouble? You know, well, okay, put it this way. I know when you went in, you know, of course they told y'all get game time. That's only up under good behavior. So was it hard to maintain that good behavior?
I mean, in prison, it's nothing hard. It's what you make out of the situation to make it easy. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got some people in prison, you know what I'm saying, they do a lot of positive things. And, you know, you got people in prison that do a lot of negative things. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those guys in prison that I did both. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I did the negative and I did the positive. But I learned, you know what I'm saying, from my mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you're in prison, I ain't gonna say that it's hard to get in trouble. I ain't gonna say that it's easy to get in trouble. Because if you're a real person, you know what I'm saying, or you're a fake person, however you really want to call it or however you really want to label it, you know what I'm saying? Me, I consider myself as one of the real ones, you know what I'm saying? Because I kept it not only real with myself, but I kept it real with others. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kept me blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of those ones that, you know, I loved to go to church. I was a church-going person in prison. I was a church-going person before I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like with God in the front line of everything that's going on in your life, you know what I'm saying? Not really to say that you can win or lose, but if you got God in your path, you're gonna always win.
Let me find out
It's just what you doing, you know what I'm saying, to keep yourself in the situation, you know what I'm saying?
Let me find out you're gonna be a preacher.
A preacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I am, and I ain't gonna say I ain't. You know what I'm saying? But I do got a gift. You know what I'm saying? And I got a gift. You know what I'm saying? Not only to just help me, but to help others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In certain times. You know what I'm saying? A need.
Right.
But like I was saying.
I had questions. So how was it? Because I think first we need to get into what did you go for? How did you catch a 30-year sentence?
Well, I was a younger kid, you know what I'm saying, back then. I ain't gonna say kid, but I was a younger man, you know what I'm saying? And I loved to pretty much just get into anything and everything. You know what I'm saying? When it came to me moving around, to get money. So back then, I was young, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that I was dumb. I consider myself as being a smart person, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to elevate myself, you know what I'm saying, and do things, you know what I'm saying, to just, just gain, you know what I'm saying, more, you know what I'm saying? And back then, I was one of those, I'm gonna say jitterbugs, you know what I'm saying, young soldiers, you know what I'm saying, you want to call it, you know what I mean, that pretty much love to do pretty much anything, not anything to get money, because, I was a hustler, you know what I'm saying? And back then, I can honestly say that it was one movie that I seen that really caught my attention, and it just made me feel like it was something easy to do. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I don't know if y'all seen the movie or y'all know about the movie.
Everybody's seen the movie.
I'm pretty much sure that y'all do know about this movie. You know what I'm saying? And this movie is kind of what just made me.
What was the movie, babe?
I'm gonna tell them if you let me talk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I'm leading into that. That's just trying to like make the story up. You ain't gonna say a story, but it's my story. So you know what I'm saying? The way I'm telling it, you know what I'm saying, is how it's gonna come out. But like I say, it was this one movie that I had seen back in the 90s that just made me think or made me feel like I can do the same thing that these women did. You know what I'm saying? Because they advertised it as, something that women did. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, golly, how could they put something out like right here, not saying that it was easy to do? You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, it happened, you know what I'm saying? And the movie was Set It Off. So if y'all know the movie Set It Off with Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett, you know what I'm saying? Who? Vivica Fox and the other little chick that was in there that played in the movie.
TT.
And they robbed a bank. Or several banks. Or you want to call it. Because they ain't only just robbed one bank. They robbed another bank before they got caught. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I went to prison
No, they
for.
robbed several banks before they got caught.
That's what I got caught for. To catch the 30-year sentence that I caught. I was bank robber. So I robbed the bank, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I caught my time. You know what I'm saying? That's my story, you know what I'm saying?
So my question is, and I'm pretty sure it'll be that question. So what age you were when you got that 30-year sentence?
I was 20 years old.
20?
I was 20 years old.
So another question is, at that age, 20 years old, because I can only imagine, and I know a lot of other people probably like, wow, just going into facing the judge, getting caught for it, facing the judge, and just be like, and the judge say, 30-year sentence. How did that make you feel? How did, at the time, what was going through your mind, your thoughts, your... Like 20 years old with a 30 year, I know you was thinking about, like, what was going through your mind? I
mean, with me doing the thing that I did to put myself in that situation, I can honestly say that it wasn't nothing really going through my mind. I know I'm finna catch some time, but I didn't expect for it to be that much time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And with my situation being what it was, I was only supposed to get 15 years. But the judge and the prosecutor of my case, they enhanced my sentence and habitualized me.
Wow.
And that's what turned my 15-year sentence
to an extra 15.
to a 30-year sentence.
Oh, so it was almost like an extra 15
They
years.
doubled it.
They doubled it.
They doubled it by habitualizing me, which the way they habitualized me, they used other felony charges that I caught as a juvenile and enhanced my sentence.
Wow. Wow.
So with me catching the 30-year sentence at the time, as me going into the reception center, you know what I'm saying, knowing that, I'm 20, we had just turned 21 years, I was 20 years old when it happened, and turned 21 years, 20 years old, on my way to prison with a 30-year sentence. Of course I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Of course I was like, golly, man, is this much?
Wow. So the Set It Off movie was busting.
Yeah.
They got down and dirty.
Yeah, that was a good movie, man.
So did you get...
Hey, get all
No.
like that.
Babe, I'm just playing. I'm just
Hey,
playing.
get all
I'm
like
just
that.
playing. I'm just...
I mean, you know, like I
Them
said,
girls was about that life.
yeah, it was about that life. I was about that life too. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, by me seeing that movie, I don't know if y'all want to go back and watch that movie to see what I was talking about.
Babe,
Which I know y'all probably have seen that movie probably several times.
Baby,
you know
if they go back and watch it, all they're gonna do is think about this how Papa E was. Papa E was, but
Yeah.
dang, babe, I wish I would have knew you back then. I mean,
You sold
look,
it, man.
I wish me and you, I knew you back then, but I'm okay. So I can't like we say, Papa E and his little, crew was like, they was like hot boys. They was like the little talk of the city,
Yeah.
So they used to be around on the little mopeds.
Yeah,
they
pretty
had
much
the
all
big
the
jewelry.
toys. Yeah.
They had all the toys, all the little...
we had all the little nice things that, the average young kids wanted back then.
Dang, I didn't know that's what you was doing.
We had the gold teeth, we had the dreads, you know what I'm saying? We had the jewelry, and, we had the cars, you know what I'm saying? But all of that came with the hustle, you know what I'm saying? And I pretty much had all of that there before I even went into what I went into when it came to me robbing the bank, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I encourage, you know what I'm saying, the youth nowadays to not even think about stuff like that, though, because that's my past and that's my story. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, nowadays, things are different. You know what I'm saying? They got more camera, they got more technology, they got more anything. And it's easier for you to get caught now than it was back then. You know what I'm saying? But I got caught. And when I got caught, you know what I'm saying, they took me away from my family and all of my loved ones for a very long time.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So basically you just had to adjust to that life, that inside, that prison life, and wow.
I mean, adjusting to prison is not easy. You know what I'm saying? You can say it's easy, but it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Because you put so much on your loved ones, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to them having to look out for you, you know what I'm saying? And it's a strain not only on them, but it's a strain on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So throughout my ordeal, you know what I'm saying, I did what I did, and I made the best of my situation by educating myself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what do you mean by educating yourself? So because they probably don't know what you actually mean about that. But what did you do to educate yourself to keep your mind away from, the things of the world, your family, or just anything?
It's so much you can do in prison. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can get an education, you can get your GED.
Wait, I don't mean to cut you out. Okay, you said so much you can do in prison, meaning positive.
Yeah, it's a lot of positive things in prison that you can do to better yourself. You know what I'm saying?
As in?
And earlier in my bid, I took my trip to prison as, how could I say this? You know what I'm saying? I can't say a college. I can't say I looked at myself and me going off to college, because with a 30-year sentence, that's not college. You know what I'm saying? Well, you go to college 3-4 years, and then you're back home, you know what I'm saying? And you still get to do all the wonderful things that you want to do, like vacations to your family, get all the vacations and all the holidays, you still get to enjoy. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? In prison, you get to enjoy that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But not like you would want to enjoy if you was home with your loved ones. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I can only say, as me speaking for myself, you know what I'm saying? My family was there. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know what I'm saying? Off and on, you know what I'm saying? But like I said before, I'm one of those guys that if it's a will, it's a way. And I'm going to always make a way, not only for myself, you know what I'm saying, but for others if I can help. You know what I'm saying?
I like that you said that, because I noticed that when we did decide, especially when you got out, and people now know, about our relationship, and they a lot of people have seen you and know that you out from you know,
Yeah,
me,
work
you know,
release. Yeah.
from work release and
Yes.
from social media.
Yeah.
And I noticed that a lot of people, they inbox it, and that's the first thing that they say about you. Oh my God, Big E, that
Yeah.
was a real one. Big
Yeah.
E, it's so many people that were saying how you help them stay out of trouble. How do that make you feel that people, you was in there and people have that positive to say about you? How does that make you feel?
I mean, it made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that, you know what I'm saying, me giving people encouraging words, me speaking in ways that, you know, to keep, you know what I'm saying, younger guys, you know what I'm saying, out of trouble, and just giving them the positive energy that I have, you know what I'm saying, for them to, you know what I'm saying, to do the right thing instead of doing the wrong thing.
Amen.
Because I talked to a lot of people in prison, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that I was a mentor, you know what I'm saying? I was a, you know what I'm saying? I just was a positive person.
Well, babe, to be honest, that's what it was.
That's what it
was. A
was.
mentor.
Yes,
it
that's
was
what it
God
was.
using you.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
and,
true.
You know.
Yeah, that's true too.
So,
you know
and
what I'm
he's
saying?
still
It's just,
using you.
It's just me being me. You know what I'm saying? And if I see something that don't look good and I can intervene in a situation to diffuse, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that's going on to make the situation worse than what it is, that's the type of person I was.
So I love that. So I heard, you know, that it's a lot of like gang stuff that goes on in
Yeah.
prison, and people would just sometimes come up to you and they would ask you, how was you able to isolate yourself from that? Or did anyone ever come to you and ask you? Or
I mean, you know, it came my way, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got people, you know what I'm saying, in certain situations, and certain gang members, you know what I'm saying, that felt like, you know, I'd have been a good leader. You know what I'm saying? But I was the type of person, like I said, I always led. You know what I'm saying? Not really saying that, you know, you got a lot of dudes that, you know what I'm saying, put themselves in situations to be followers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just was the type of person that, you know what I'm saying, if I could speak some positive in some people, you know what I'm saying, to avoid them, you know what I'm saying, doing something that's not good for them, then I'm gonna speak it. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can't lead a person to the water to drink, you know what I'm saying? And you can't just force a person, you know what I'm saying, to move this way when they already moving, you know what I'm saying, this way.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
So with you speaking that positive energy into whoever it is you're trying to speak into that person, you know what I'm saying, whether they're your loved one or whether they're just a close friend, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is that you feel like it is, you just, you know, just give off that vibe.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And your blessings gonna come anyway, you know what I mean?
Amen.
So I never was one of those ones to, like, you know what I'm saying, just discourage people or discourage somebody from doing something that they want to do. Because if this is something that you want to do, then you're going to do it. You feel what I'm saying?
True. That's true.
But it just take, you know what I'm saying, advice. You know what I'm saying? You giving the person good advice, you know what I'm saying, is always good.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But if they still want to stray off, you know what I'm saying, to do other things, then hey, you gave them your advice, you know what I'm saying? So the energy always gonna lead, you know what I'm saying, a person to where they need to be when it comes to certain things.
Wow.
And me being me, I was always a leader.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? I always led. You know what I'm saying? I always gave all positive, you know what I'm saying, energy. I always gave all. I just kept it real. I'm just a real person.
Yeah, and it was like it was like that from the beginning. When we came back, we reunited. I sensed that in the beginning when I met you, how humble you was, how laid back you was, and I noticed that when I used to be on the phone with you a lot of people would come up to you, you know, speak to you. You would talk to. I kind of like seeing a lot of that. So yeah.
But prison life, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's easy, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, some people don't have support. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have that genuine love, you know what I'm saying? And I can honestly say that's what makes the situation hard for others, you know what I'm saying, that don't, you know what I'm saying, have the support or the love that they desire to have, you know what I'm saying, from whoever,
So,
you know what I'm saying?
A question. So what encouragement would you give to, and what advice will you give to others who have loved ones that's watching, who are in prison, have a long sentence or whatever? What kind of advice would you give them?
My advice to give anybody that have loved ones in prison, try to be there for them the best way that you can, even if it's hard. You know, they got the JPay system set up now where it's
which is easier.
It's easier for mail. You know what I'm saying? So you getting on your loved one's JPay account, you know what I'm saying, to just, you know, shoot them a little short little message saying that, hey, I love you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't much I can do right now, but you know what I'm saying? I love you. You know what I'm saying?
So I love that, but I just want to make sure they catch that, because this is important. When you was in there and you got a message just out the blue from one of your loved ones, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a thought that counts. You know what I'm saying? And when you getting just I love you message, I miss you message, you know what I'm saying? It ain't but much I can do message, you know what I'm saying? But I do want you to know that I love you.
Wow.
And I ask that you continue to pray and just give God, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of your time. And it can make the situation easier, you know what I'm saying, than worse.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got some people in there that really don't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? But you still can move in positive ways to make it seem like you really don't need nobody to be able to get by. You know what I'm saying? Because at times, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say that I never felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm one of those ones, I'm gonna find a way, you know what I'm saying, to make something happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For myself, you know what I'm saying? When it may seem hard, I'm still gonna find that way to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you have other people don't have that kind of strength. Or have that kind of energy, you know what I'm saying? So they wait, you know what I'm saying, for certain things to come by. You know what I'm saying? So they can do what they need to do to be okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So because we're going to wrap this video up,
Yeah.
you know, because I know it's probably, it's interesting.
It's cool.
I know it's interesting. It's
cool.
very interesting. But I do want to say this. What to the young people out there who's possibly can be living that life or living a different life or living a fast life, what advice and encouraging words will you give to them who's out there doing things that can possibly lead them in a situation like you?
All I can say is basically, you know what I'm saying, think about what you're doing before you do it.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when that time comes for something to happen, I just expect for you to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And just hold yourself down, man, in whatever situation that come your way. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, things is not how they used to be back in the days. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to get a job right now.
Wow.
So if you feel like it's hard, just pray. You know what I'm saying? And ask God, you know what I'm saying, to give you the strength, you know what I'm saying, to move past whatever it is that you're fighting with. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, they say the streets is always going to be the streets, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you got people out there, you know what I'm saying, that's telling. You know what I'm saying? That can't hold their own. You know what I mean? So when you put yourself in a situation where you get caught and you can't hold it and stand up for yourself and be whoever it is that you want to be, don't do it. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
Don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to get caught up, you know what I'm saying, and then you can't hold your own. You know what I'm saying? The way you got to just go do this and then go do that to make it worse for whoever it is that you're trying to make it worse for.
Wow.
Because you put yourself in that situation.
Wow.
I put myself in my situation. And I did all I needed to do for me. You know what I'm saying? My co-defendants, you know what I'm saying? I love them to death, man. You know what I'm saying? And when we got caught up, you know what I'm saying? All us got caught up. You know what I mean? And we took it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, all I can say, man, you know what I'm saying? I made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Way back then. You know what I'm saying? And if I could take that back, I would take that back.
Wow.
But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it was a mistake that I made. You know what I'm saying? A choice that I led me and mine out to go, you know what I'm saying, to move around like we did. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's a new life out here, man. And I'm blessed to be home, you know what I'm saying, to what I came home to. You know what I'm saying? I love my baby right here, man, to death, man. I love her kids like they mine. You know what I'm saying? And all I can say, man, is just pray, you know what I'm saying, and try to just do positive things, you know what I'm saying, so that you don't get led, you know what I'm saying, into the wrong path. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
For real, because it's so much going on in prison, man. You know what I'm saying? And you can say it's safe, but it's not.
Wow.
People getting stabbed every day.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? Some people getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Some people not even making it home to their loved ones. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's the path. You know what I'm saying? Whatever path you decide to choose, man, when you get on that side, if you out there, you know what I'm saying, doing the wrong things, you just got to be smart, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, I educated myself in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? I took my GED. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get my GED, but I educated myself in so many other ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm certified mason. I can go out there and build houses right now if I want to build houses. You know what I'm saying? I'm a certified forklift operator. You know what I'm saying? I'm certified, you know what I'm saying, running a small business. You know what I'm saying? I just educated myself, you know what I'm saying? I could go in some people's warehouses right now.
And run
you know
the
what I'm saying?
whole thing.
And run their shipping department.
Because,
you know what
baby,
I'm saying?
they want him to run.
Because that's what, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Cracker
good at
Barrel
doing.
now.
You know what I'm saying? And with me being in the position that I am right now, with me coming from work release, you know what I'm saying? I still have the same job I had when I was there. You know what I'm saying?
And they love him to death.
They love me. You know what I'm saying?
Don't call in.
Yep.
He's always on time, never late, always stay over. I'm just proud of him. I support him. Like, really, to be honest, he don't have to work, you know, because he came home where he worked with us. DGF is a job. It's our business. And he's been a part of our business for the last 2 years. And you know, we have our own channel that we running, but you know, I support him. I don't make him. I mean, you know, hey, whatever you want to do, I support you. If you want to keep your job, hey, that's good, and I'm happy for him. You know, but I'm gonna stand by him 10 toes, whatever it is that he want to do. You know, I support him. I don't beat him up. Sometimes I may beat him up a little bit.
Yeah, she talk a little junk.
I talk a little junk because I want.
I don't be hearing that junk.
Because
man.
I want what's best for him. That's why, and I want to make sure that he's moving accordingly. And you know, I just, you know, I don't want him to get caught up certain places. You know, so I'm just overprotecting.
You know, God got me, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just like he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to move around when it comes to be moving around. So at the end of the day, babe, you got me, I got you.
Yeah, I'm just saying moving around meaning that I don't like him over in certain
We gonna make it do what it do regardless, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just like I don't like the kids and stuff. I don't like to be
We
in certain
gonna make it do what it do, whatever, baby.
Right. So yeah, I support him. So dang, babe, that was really
Yeah, I mean,
good.
you know, that's my story, man. You know what I'm
really
saying? I know
good.
y'all was waiting to hear what I went to prison for. You know what I'm saying? And what I got caught up for. I caught a 30-year sentence at the age of 21, 20 years old, turning 21, and I robbed the bank.
Wow.
So that's my story. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, hey, we all make choices.
That's his story, but we not giving y'all the story of what, when, how, date, time. No.
That's it.
That's all.
I caught that time for robbing the bank. And the movie Set It Off is what pulled me and my thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
So that means we would not be watching any bank robbery movie.
Oh, yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Baby,
but
baby,
I'm done with that life right there. I done been there and
Baby,
done
I'm
that.
just
So you know what I'm saying? It's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I
So-
said, at the end of the day, man, God got me, you know what I'm saying? Just like he got everything around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we're
So-
going to do what it do. And I want y'all to stay tuned. And we're going to keep it moving.
Yeah, so thank y'all so much for watching, listening. Y'all drop in the comments your thoughts. There he go playing with my hair. Y'all drop in the comments below, you know, your thoughts. If you have a loved one in there, just we want to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear from you guys because we love y'all are like family. But again, we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to end this video in DGF gang.
Look out for your family, man, if y'all got people on the other side, man.
Mm-hmm.
But just a little bit of support, man, to take them a long way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's my advice to y'all, you know what I'm saying? And all y'all loved ones, you know what I'm saying? If y'all can, man, just do a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Here and there, if you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Because that little bit of support, man, mean a whole lot, man, on that side, man.
Okay, that's good. So y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And DGF
DGF
gang,
gang,
we
we
is
is
out.